All right, so I know it's pretty pointless me trying to defend the Wizard of Oz blackjack simulation against the anti-sim trolls out there who, without any evidence whatsoever, without any kind of serious some backing, any factual backing for their claims, there are just always going to be people out there who say, no, a sim isn't the same as a real. A sim is the same as the real thing, but never mind. Just go on with your lives and forget about it. If you're serious about the game of blackjack, you really need to take the Wizard of Oz blackjack sim seriously. And one of the things I love about it, of course, is that it doesn't allow this stupid nonsense of splitting out into multiple hands. And I have proved so many times that that this is just a waste of money. It's just, it just adds to the house advantage. But people refuse to recognise it. The professional losers like, I don't know, Mr. Handjob and whatever, Vegas Matt and DGen Dalton and all of the others, they just love to keep on doing it, spreading out into multiple hands, because let's face it, that's what the casinos want you and me to do. Because if they can persuade you to bet more than one hand, their chances of beating you increase. They know that, but apparently the professionals on the professional gamblers on YouTube just don't get it. But then let's face also, they're basically, they're shills. They're in the service of the casino business, and they're taking lots and lots of rewards for their loyalty. So we don't have to pay too much attention to what they do, what they say, how they behave, or anything else about them. This session is just another one with a pretty even pair of shoes. I have no control over that. I don't set it up that way. The reality, of course, of these games is that it's not the long term that matters to flat or random bettors. It's the short term volatility, and we had plenty of that in this session. Happens from time to time. It pushes up the bet values. People out there will say to me, well, you just can't bet like that. They won't let you. Well, they don't have to let you. You just do it. Because if you can't bet what you need to bet at the table where you are currently betting, you bloody well go somewhere else. You take you down, you take you out, and you move to another location. And if it means leaving town, going somewhere else, whatever, just do it. As I have said repeatedly over and over and over again, this is a business. It's not fun and games. It's not messing about. It's reality. It's just exploiting the numbers, exploiting the patterns. And from time to time, I'll keep on doing a direct comparison with one of these so-called professionals. I think I've got one coming up now. Oh God, with John Sirasani, who's bloody hard work because you have to wade through all the waffle. But hey, I can waffle with the best of them. So what am I complaining about? Anyway, catch you next time. Well, no, I won't, because there's an Excel analysis coming up. So I hope you'll find that useful. And thanks for being with me. Bye. All right, so I've got loads of blackjack sessions pre-recorded and in the archive, in the hopper, ready to be fed to Excel and so on. But somehow I like the idea more of pressing forward. I'll dig out all those other things, some of which were pretty hairy, I admit. I mean, there's that's just what you have to expect. This is what it's about. I mean, this is a business. Once in a while, you have to work extra hard to get where you need to go. But I just want to do some real-time things for a bit so that I can adjust myself to doing this in a slightly different way, because I really am exhausted with watching incredibly bad, self-destructive, stupid, reckless, half-baked play on YouTube. Because, that's basically what they do, all of them. They all do the same thing. Doesn't make any sense to me at all, but hey, it makes them rich, and that's all that they care about, I think. Oh, bugger. Oh, even worse. I think that's 2-3 now. 5-6. I don't like the way this has started. Well, that worked out well, didn't it? Double downs really matter, obviously. Kind of interesting. I had a bit of an exchange with Colin, I think his name is. Nice guy, the guy who runs Blackjack Academy, Blackjack Apprenticeship. And you know, they do some good stuff on that channel. There's no doubt about it. But it's all based on the belief that the religion, in fact, that that card counting is the only way to go. And I had to challenge him only because I've done a lot of work. Oh, that's a bugger. Trying to be even-handed and open-minded about card counting, and I have not been able to make it work. And he didn't challenge the data that I gave him. He just simply said, what we're going for with card counting is that when the deck is positive and we're betting more, what we're counting on is double downs, and fair dues. Is that 2-3? I need better help with this. 5-6. Ew. 11-6 dropped to 3. That's a nice one. 8-6. Ouch. That worked out better than I expected. 5-6. Oh, so did that. All right. Bit of luck now and then is not a bad thing. I'm not against it, I promise you. That was definitely lucky, wasn't it? What a pity there wasn't a couple of thousand out there on that one. That would be 51. Damn it. 2-3. Another 22. 5-6 again. I don't think this is a very nice one. I don't think I like it. 11-6. 11-6 dropped to 3 again. uh, 14-6. 17-6. Oh, bloody hell. 26. 23-6. I think we're in trouble here. 23-6, that was 4, so 19-6, which I'm going to call 4-2 in 500s. Let me just, in case this is a new thing for you, round up is very important, rounding things up, okay? It's to boost the turnaround profit when turnaround inevitably comes, which it will. Now, what did I just say that was? Was it 13-6? 3-2 in 500s. Oh, that was a lucky one. 1-2. That was a lucky one too. All right, I don't think we made quite enough there. I think I slipped up with my nattering. I won't know that until we get to the recording. Sorry about that. I try to be perfect, but somehow it's just not happening. Okay, that's 5-6, I believe. Oops. I think it's 5-6 again. We keep going back there, don't we? Well, that worked out. Oh, there's a mean shoe. Well, maybe not. Oh, look, petite chat poodle. Oh, I think, no, I did that wrong. I think I'm going to call that 1-2. I messed up there, I'm sure. 3-4. That's good. Yeah, you have to approach this as a business proposition. You have to deal with it as something serious. It's not fun and games. It's not amusement. It's not entertainment or relaxation or an occasion to get shit faced on so-called free booze. It's serious business, and you have to think in terms of you lend money to the house, to the dealer, whatever, for a short space of time, and then you get your money back with interest, and it's all over in a couple of minutes, if you're lucky. 2-3 maybe. Okay. All right. Back to the min. Win it, then min it. I know, boring, but got to speak in slogans. Like selling popsicles or, I don't know, whatever. 1-2. I like those dealer 22s. I'm really fond of those. Don't know why. Another one. Oh, 51. Oh, 2-3. Bugger. 5-6. Pardon me. Hate that. I would have hated it even more if that had been an 8 up there, especially an 8 of clubs. Okay, so we're bumping along steadily. And that's a plus. Another plus. We're on the home stretch now. We're under 3. That's 1-2. Oh, 3-4. 1-2-3-4. 7-8. Long grass. Right at the end, too. Sad. All right, 15-8. Well, we'll drop to 3, just for the fun of it. All right, so that was 6 back, so that's 9-8. So we'll call it 9-10. Oh, God, that was horrible. 9-10. Happens all the time. I mean, there's no point in getting excited about the results of particular hands. I mean, this is one thing about King John Sirasani. He jumps up and down and he uses profanity and oh God, and then he goes off and he goes for little walks and he bangs his head against the wall somewhere off camera and he comes back huffing and puffing. It's all ridiculous. What happened there? Was that 9-10? Must have been higher than that. That's 9-10, 20-20, isn't it? What have I got left there? That doesn't seem like enough, does it? I think I'm going to go into the next shoe with a bet of 100 because I think I undercounted there. I should stop talking, but then I become sort of supernumerary. I guess I'll have to settle for that. All right, so we'll go off into the second shoe now. It's double for the loss. One, two. Ouch. 3, 4. This is going to be an interesting one to plough through Excel because it's shit. All right. 3, 4. We got our 3, 4, I guess. So back to the min. Like that. More like that, please. Yeah, I think I undercalculated on that last one. Underbet is what I'm trying to say. Keep that up, old chap. 22s up the wazoo, so long as they're yours. All right. 1, 2. There you go. That's good. We're not going gangbusters here, but we are in profit, and that's what matters. Double for the loss. That was a freaky one, wasn't it? Repeat. That's a double for the push. And all these extra little things, they're simply to boost the final turnaround profit. Because you know what happens with the casino mouthpieces, the shills, the barkers, the pitchmen, the touts, is that they'll say, martingale is a really stupid idea because, you go to all this risk and then you just get 1 unit back. Well, that's not the game we're in, mate. Is that a repeat? All righty, it's double for the push. Two, 3. Ouch. 5, 6. I don't like this one at all. 11, 6. Drop to 3. We're doing a lot of dropping, aren't we? I don't believe that. Yeah, I do. 14, 6. 17, 6. 14, 6. So we'll call that 3, 2 in 500s. And now 1, 2. Oh boy. That was tidy, wasn't it? It's what you need. And if you seriously believe that I know what's coming and I'm exploiting this thing, then I'm sorry. You obviously, well, what can I say about somebody who's that stupid? Something like, I'm very sad. Condolences? Sympathy? What? 1, 2? Back to the min. I'm not getting the feeling that this is a player-friendly pair of shoes, but I could be wrong. I won't know until I run the numbers, Well, that was a cheeky one. It's a repeat, I think. Owie, double for the push. Double down. Ah! Okay. Double for the push, so that's 4-5, isn't it? No, that's not right. 4-5. Ouch, 9-10. That's better. Back to the min. I mean, if you really believe that you can beat this game, betting a very, very tight spread, betting small amounts, so-called protecting your bankroll, which is a complete nonsense. You know, the bankroll is the weapon. You've got to be able to pick it up and use the whole bloody thing if necessary. And this whole idea of breaking it up into little bits, the bankroll, to protect it. The bankroll is there to protect itself and to protect you. That's what it's for. So any other kind of approach to it is just bloody stupid. Did I use that word again? I remember when I was a kid, I was always told, do not use that word. I guess I'm making up for it now, aren't I? But I think with with the casinos, the assumption is made that we're all stupid, and I think in many ways they're right, because anybody who puts good money at risk against a negative expectation without a plan is stupid. It's really that simple. What's that? Is that? I'm going to have to call that 2-3 because I've lost it again. I just keep talking. Why do I do that? Right, back to the min. That was a lucky one. So was that. Another plus. Another plus. Something weird's going on here. That's a double for the push. And that would be 2-3. Ouch. 5-6. Bugger. 11-6. Dropped to 3. Again. 14-6. 17-6. Ouch. 26. All right, that one worked. So that's 17-6. So now we're on 4-2 and 500s. Ah! 6-4, which is 3-2 in thousands. Oh, bugger me. Now this is an interesting case. 3-2 is going to become 3-4. The rule is you don't double down after a push unless doubling up is what I meant to say. You don't double the bet after an let me get this straight. This is the trouble with doing these things live and in real time. What I'm trying to say is normally you don't double the bet after a push if the bet is more than 100, unless doubling the bet will enable you to take it from a recovery bet to a turnaround bet. So now it becomes 3-4 and a turnaround bet. How about that? Okay, now please don't tell me I knew what was coming. I did not. I promised. All right, +1. Oh, look at that. So we ended up on a push. We made 7,225 in 22 minutes, which is a bit of a long one, isn't it? Why was it so long this time, I wonder? Ah. Sorry, I'm scribbling there, and I could have spared you that. I do beg your pardon. All right, so we came out of it very nicely. 7,225. No gag that time. We got close, but we didn't gag. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be negative, but I can't guarantee it, obviously. I don't know for certain. So it's just, we'll have to wait and see. Thanks for being with me. And, well, obviously, if you haven't been with me, then you won't have heard the thank yous. So, yeah, that makes sense. All right, next time. All right, then. So here we are with the second of yesterday's whiz sessions. And but obviously, I mean, I know there are people out there who insist that Sims are not the same as the real thing, and they're entitled to their opinion. I can't fight that. As I often say, you know, my problem is that there's no way that I could do this in a real casino setting of any kind, even online, because it's just not practical. It would be possible online, I guess, but rather kind of slow and you know. And the great thing about the Wiz is that it is a very very fair and accurate representation of an 8-deck shoe. And I love it that people make a big distinction between, well, I won't play 8-deck, I'll only play 6-deck. Doesn't matter. You know, this is the thing that is, there's so much deliberate misinformation, disinformation going on out there that it's really pretty frustrating trying to deal with it. But on the other hand, it's how the world is. So, you know, this is, and it's what people accept. You know, there are loads of people who go into casinos with no real understanding of what the numbers are, what they're up against, what the odds are, what the best approach is, and they don't think that it's possible to beat these tilted table games. I'm not interested in any way in the long shot games like Double Zero Roulette and Pai Gow and various other silly things, and certainly not slot machines. Oh God, you have to be bloody out of your mind to put serious money into slot machines, unless of course you're getting a big fat check from Google at the end of the day, the end of the week, the end of the month, or whatever. I have no idea how often they pay. They'll never be paying me. That's what I know for sure. But anyway, this time was pretty much the same as last time in that it was really even. The thing about even games is that along the way there will be shit shots, nasty little stretches like this, and like this, and like this, that will destroy a random or flat better. And that's really what the casinos are counting on. They're counting on the inability of a given punter to get around a sudden surge against him or her. And, you know, because they have no plan, they're betting flat or they're betting randomly, emotionally, stupidly, recklessly, blah, 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 blah. All that stuff, you know. So, you know, pattern betting, this is, of course, the algorithm, as it very clearly says up there. The algorithm didn't do quite as well as me when I was betting in real time, which is kind of funny. But I accept that. I'm not fighting that. The algorithm exists simply so that I can demonstrate repeatedly that a fixed strategy, that a consistent, tactical, strategic approach to betting against these volatile or potentially volatile negative expectation games will prevail where flat or random betting cannot possibly hope to prevail. Here we've got high action, much higher than actually happened in real time, but hey, what can I do about that? Nothing really. It's about the same. You know, I mean, the charts look the same. This obviously is not going to change. This is flat betting, and it's there simply to show you what the trend was. for this particular session of however many bets it was. I didn't even notice. I will know in a moment. But let's go down to the bottom here and just have a look at what the story was. It was slightly more than last time, I think. 49, it was 100 bets, 49 winners, 51 losers. The net is slightly different, 52.5 winners and 53 losers. That's because what I prefer to do is to do what seems to me to be eminently sensible, and that is to say, okay, if I win a double down, that's 2 wins. If I lose a double down, that's 2 losses. I don't count blackjack as being 1.5 wins because that's it doesn't require extra action. It's a bonus situation. And obviously -3, if you sort of like, let's say you split and then you double down after the split and you lose all 3 of them, then that's -3. And if you win all 3 of them, it's +3, etc., etc. I just prefer to do it like that because it makes more sense to me. I mean, we are dealing with accuracy in numbers. We're concerned about the numbers because we're not treating this as fun and games. We're not treating it as excitement, recreation, entertainment, any of that stuff. It is a business proposition. That's all it is. So, what we've got here is we've got average win 358. This is for pattern betting. Average loss 269. So average win value over average loss value 133%. That's fine and dandy. It kind of makes more sense to just double check the real time situation, and it's slightly different. It's a better performance, to be honest. But that's how it goes. We're looking at an average win of 418, average loss of 264, and it's just so important for you folks out there to grasp the fact that you must win more when you win than you lose when you lose, if you are going to counter the effects of the house advantage, which will, in the long run, result in you losing more bets than you win. You have to be able to overcome that. This is the way to do it. It may not be the best way. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, this choking thing of mine is a pain in the ass, but it's not nearly as bad as what some people have to suffer. A lovely lady that I know has Parkinson's and has had it for 23 years, and she's an absolute, she's wonderful. She's great. She's got a wonderful sense of humor. She's as smart as a whip, because Parkinson's only affects your body. Obviously, it does affect your brain, but it doesn't diminish your IQ or change your personality in any way. Well, I suppose that psychologists would argue with that, but it certainly doesn't change your IQ and your sense of humor and so on. And she's just bloody marvelous. And so me having the occasional kind of choking fit is a pretty weedy health problem, let's face it. So anyway, here we go. Online reality. Indicated result is just kind of breaking even, basically. Action is less than with the algorithm. 418 over 264, as I just said, 158%. That's better than with the algorithm. But I'm fine with the algorithm. I think I'm just going to leave it alone. I mean, I don't think there are any stupid mistakes in there. It keeps on winning, so I guess there can't be, right? So there you have it. That's it. End of story. Back up to. There we go. That's that. I think we can agree that there are similarities, pretty close. All right, enough of that. I'm getting dizzy. See you next time.